after lashing Cuba's northern coast, Hurricane Irma, one of the fiercest Atlantic storms in a century, has begun lashing Florida. More than 6 million people have been asked to evacuate. The Sunshine State is facing winds and blowing more than 100 miles per hour, which could trigger coastal flooding. After crashing into Cuba, the hurricane weakened to a Category 3 storm but will regain strength as it approaches Florida. People have been waiting for hours to enter an arena that's been converted into an evacuation shelter. Hundreds of similar to this have opened up across the state. Video footage from various beach webcams showed some of the early impact of Hurricane Irma on Florida's coast. Hundreds of air passengers too were headed to Orlando International Airport, hoping to catch the last flights out of Florida before Hurricane Irma makes landfall. United States President Donald Trump too was briefed about the situation. He's allotted more than $15 billion emergency for disaster relief and urged everyone to remain vigilant.
Protecting life is our absolute top priority. No resource or expense will be spared to protect families. I urge everyone to check on their neighbors, their family, and their friends. If you know someone who is not evacuating and should, please contact them and make sure they have a plan to get out now.
Now, meanwhile, the Indian Embassy in the United States too opened a round-the-clock helpline for Indians in need of help. External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj has tweeted that all Indian nationals in Caribbean missions are safe. The External Affairs Minister says, and I quote, "Hurricane Irma, our missions in Caracas, Havana, Georgetown and Port of Spain have reported that all Indian nationals there are safe." Hurricane Irma has killed at least 23 people across Caribbean. It caused massive damage in Cuba's northern coast. The streets were flooded and homes were destroyed. Meanwhile, satellite images released by NASA showed 3 hurricanes barreling west. This is for the first time since 2010 that 3 active hurricanes are barreling simultaneously through the Atlantic. As Hurricane Irma makes its way towards Florida, 2 other hurricanes are gaining strength as they near landing. Hurricane Jose is now an extremely dangerous Category 4 storm with maximum sustained winds at 150 miles per hour. It's still forecast to steer north, potentially avoiding any impact to Florida.